One of the great things about using Google Classroom is as you post assignments in Google Classroom, such as the two that I've posted here, the Google Classroom will generate a Google Calendar that has an assignment calendar for you. To see that calendar, you can click on About, and then right here, click on Open in Google Calendar, and the calendar will pop up. You can also get here simply by going to calendar.google.com, and then along the side here, you'll see calendars for all of your Google Classrooms and for anything else that you might be using Google Calendar for. You can toggle these on and off to see different views by clicking on the colors on the sides. In any event, one of the great things here is that you can take the calendar that you've generated and insert it into your teacher web page and set it up so that your assignment calendar is public on the web for students and parents to see. Now, in order to do that, on this page here, I went ahead and hit the pencil button to edit my page. Wait for the editor to load, and then I scrolled down, and about here, I inserted a subpage listing. I'm going to delete this one out and show you the steps. To insert the subpage listing, I went up here and clicked Insert, and then Subpage Listing. There's lots of different ways you can set this up. My preference is to take the title out completely, to take the width out completely, and have it default to 100% and appear in this way. It's the simplest way for it to display. And then I hit Save. And what happens when you insert a subpage listing is you'll have an automatic listing of all of the pages that fall under your page. Now, in order to make a new page off of your teacher page, you simply go up here, and rather than hitting the pencil button, you hit the Create Page button. And by default, the new page will fall under the page that you have access to edit. For me, since I'm the site editor, it asks me if I want to put the page at the very top level. In this case, I don't want to put it under this or this. I'd want to choose a different location. And I'm the CST here, so I'm going to pull that up. And I would want it to fall under the sample class page where I'm setting this up. And I'll call this a big project. So I'm showing you this so you can see how that subpage listing works. So now it's creating a big page, a big project page. I hit the Save button. You can see here in the URL, the big project page came under the sample class page. And now when I go back to my sample class page, this is a subpage listing that has those three things. And then the subpage listing here now has my big project page listed. Now, if you have a subpage that says assignment calendar for your class, and you go to that page and you hit the pencil button, you can then go to Insert and insert a calendar. And the calendar that I would like to insert is my sample class calendar. I hit Select, and I can choose the height and the width. I'll leave it blank for 100%. 600 is pretty high. I can set the view up here for the week or the month, or in an agenda view. There's three different views. The agenda view is the one that you see on the home page of the website. This one maybe is the most helpful. I'll just go ahead and do the month view and choose your time zone. You want to set that up. Los Angeles here, lots of different choices. And you can have the option for the user to switch the week, month, and agenda. So they could actually change the view themselves. Show the calendar name, navigation buttons, current date range. Sure, all of these things look fine to me. And I'm going to name this the assignment calendar and hit Save. And then hit Save again. And now that calendar, which is being made by Google Classroom, will automatically update on my class page. I never have to worry about this anymore. I simply have to continue to use Google Classroom in the way I was already using it, and this will just automatically update, which is super helpful. You can see, you can't really see a whole lot here. You can go in and click week and see that view. I do like the agenda view best, and that might be something you think about using as well. One thing to be aware of is this. By default, some of the calendars might not be able to be seen by the public, and so if someone goes here, it might say, hey, this calendar cannot be displayed because the owner has not set it to public. If you need to change that, you simply go back into your Google Calendar, click on the little drop-down arrow right here, and then go to where it says share this calendar. And you can see that right here, there's an option to share this calendar with others. You can make the calendar visible to only people within your district, or make it visible to the public. And in fact, since this has not been posted as public, I'll show you what would happen. I will switch users here and open this as a guest. And you can see I won't be able to see the calendar. It simply is grayed out here. I've also seen it say this calendar cannot be displayed, and there's some red text because it hasn't been set to public. However, if I go and switch this and make it public and hit save, changes saved, and I go back to this page and reload it, now you can see the calendar loads, and even a guest, a parent, whoever can see the calendar. So I hope this tutorial helps, and again, if you take a little bit of time to set this up, if you're really a heavy Google Classroom user, this might be a really, really great way for you to share assignments and the calendar with your parents, with your students, and make it really easy for them to keep track of what they missed when they're gone or when upcoming due dates are happening.